The British GT Championship went on its annual trip overseas to Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium at the weekend, and Scots excelled themselves. Aberdeen-based Davidson and Maxime Martin topped the GT3 podium after starting second on the grid in their Aston Martin, resulting in double joy as their first GT win was accomplished at Martin's home circuit. The Jetstream Motorsport duo hung on to the lead in a controlled drive after pole-sitter Flick Haigh spun her Aston Martin at Turn 5 and Davidson had been nudged by the Bentley Continental driven by fellow Scotty and Haigh. When the pros took over, Martin maintained the lead in the Jetstream V12 Vantage to take the checkered flag, while Rick Parfitt, JNR and Ryan Ratcliffe, of Team Parker Racing, slid into second in their Bentley. Parfitt also took Blancpain Driver of the Weekend for being the fastest amateur in qualifying. That left a third-place podium finish for Fife racer Johnny Adam and Flick Haigh in their Optimum Motorsport machine. Jetstream Motorsport's Maxime Martin and Davidson topped the podium at Spa-Francorchamps. Davidson said, "It's amazing to get this first British GT win under our belts, and the fact it has happened at Spa, Maxime's home circuit, makes it even sweeter. While I really wanted to take the victory here at Spa, I didn't think we had a race-winning car at the start of the race, having struggled to find a good compromise in free practice and qualifying. I thought the most we could hope for was a third or fourth place, and so we decided to take a sensible approach, and that really worked for us in what was a dramatic race. It was amazing to watch our car take the checkered flag in first place, and it leaves me wanting more." Davidson's British GT joy at Snetterton. Colin at the double in the LMP3 Cup. Elsewhere, Colin Noble and Ikiri Akasi with Nielsen Racing scored their best finish of the season in the Le Mans Cup and European Le Mans Series at the Red Bull Ring, Austria, with 2 second places. A brilliant run by Noble after a stint by team principal Alistair McCaig should have seen Ikiri Akasi top the podium in the Michelin Le Mans Cup, but for a questionable pass by a chasing car forced Noble into multiple contacts with other cars, and he only managed to bring home the LMP3 Ligier in second place. Colin Noble and Ikiri Akasi with Nielsen Racing scored their best finish of the season in the Michelin Le Mans Cup and European Le Mans Series at the Red Bull Ring with 2 second places. The disappointment only fired up the team for the next day's European Le Mans Series when Colin Noble and teammates Alex Kapadia and Christian Olsen finished second in the LMP3 class after starting 9th on the grid. Noble said, "After feeling robbed of a win on Saturday in the Michelin Le Mans Cup race, the second place in Elms feels very different. Nobody put a foot wrong. Christian did a great job at the start, getting by 4 cars, then maintaining good speed and real consistency. That gave me a great platform to build upon, and Alex's push at the end was very strong, too. We all know, though, that 2 second places could just as easily have been a pair of wins. We move on with things to work on and with a real expectation that even better is to come." Back in the UK, mechanical problems led to Ross Wiley not finishing in race 1 at Donington Park, Leicestershire, in the Britcar Series. The young Dumfriesshire driver then powered forward in the second race to go from the back of the grid to third on the podium in the FF Course Ferrari 458 GT3 he co-drives with David Mason.